Hi, my name is Matthew McGuff, and I'm a software developer. This presentation is a basic overview of the facade design pattern and how it can best be implemented. Let's get started. A facade can be defined as an outward appearance that is maintained to conceal a less pleasant or credible reality. This definition makes me think of the Great and Terrible Oz from the classic children's story. When we are first introduced to the wizard, he is menacing, loud, and unapproachable. However, at the end, we learn that the Great and Terrible Oz was just a facade. The whole time, he was the man behind the curtain. Similar to the facade depicted in the movie, the design pattern facade obstructs implementation complexity and reveals only what the designer wants you to see in the facade. Let's see how a facade might play out in a UML design. To the left, we have the wizard interface with three different classes: Big Voice, Giant Green Head, and Scary Fire, implementing the wizard interface. For simplicity, the classes have been stripped of variable or methods, but if we were to use the classes just as they are, main would have to call all three classes to implement the subsystem wizard. This leaves main having to do much of the heavy lifting and violates the separation of concerns paradigm, which dictates that each class should be as atomic as possible and only do one thing. By using the facade design pattern, main only needs to call Wizard of Oz Maker, and it takes care of the rest. So the obvious pro here using the facade design pattern is that the interface is greatly simplified. Instead of having to call each individual class of the wizard interface, Big Voice, Giant Green Head, and Scary Fire, all that is needed is to call one facade class. Facade makes working with large and complex subsystems much easier and efficient. However, hiding everything can introduce unnecessary complexity when it comes to troubleshooting. If the code breaks in, say, Scary Fire from our wizard example, it would manifest itself in the facade class. This isn't a huge deal to figure out in our example, but when implementing enterprise-level subsystems with larger and more complex class structures, this can make troubleshooting much more difficult. So, before you go somewhere over the rainbow, consider using the facade design pattern the next time you find a complicated subsystem becoming difficult to implement. Just remember that despite its name, the facade design pattern isn't just a dream. Thanks for watching.